am not a pop star, really, I just pop shit. Yeah, I just pop shit. I ain't get a penny for my time, but to watch shit. Don't know what they thought, let them talk, it's just gossip. I'ma chase a million.
Woo! Welcome back to another episode of the Realest Podcast. It's not a real podcast. It's your co.
I'm Isha.
And today, we're going to let y'all tell us how great of a show we got.
It's going to be a good show.
No, it is. For real. It's going to be a great show.
It's going to be a great show.
Because I think we're going to do what we do.
Yeah, because we put our egos to the side.
And we showed up.
And we're going to deliver.
That's it.
I'm with it.
So, before we get to delivering,
yeah,
you already know we got to know about our weeks. How they been? Peek and pit.
Yeah, so this week...
I remember to keep... And remember, let me keep my neck. You know, I ain't got much neck.
Yeah, so you got to be necky.
Yeah, very necky.
And then, make sure my shoulders are back, because sometimes I'll be, hunched over. It look too rounded for my liking. Okay? This week, you know what? This week, girl.
Let it out. Let it out. Because if you want to, we can just do this all show.
That might be the plan. No, we laughing because, Fish funny. Fish is funny.
Yeah, Fish is hilarious.
He goes at the door. That's funny.
While Red's dancing to that shit.
Yeah. So this week was pretty cool. I know they probably tired of hearing us talking about interviews, right? But
that's okay. That's our journey, baby. This is what we
That's my life. So I had some second and third round interviews. Mm-hmm. And those interviews are oh, hey, put together this presentation. Hey, put together this mock, this deck or whatever. So one of the interviews, I put together a presentation and I, fabulous, killed it. Yeah. Then another company that I interviewed for, it was more so they provided me with the prompt, to prompt questions and scenarios that I had to answer, and I did good. Killed it.
Girl, nailed it.
Did you expect anything less? And so then a recruiter had reached out to me kind of last minute, hey, I came across your resume. Woo. You have the experience for this, because we used to work for this particular EHR. For people who don't know, we work in implementation,
software.
Healthcare. Yeah, software implementation, project management. But she kept saying it's very technical. It's a technical role. And so that kind of intimidated me because although we work in software implementation, we are not technical people. We were on the non-technical side. Yeah. Project management, customer success.
Now I can get a meeting together.
Oh, baby. I can make sure that people complete their tasks.
And make sure the right people are in the room at the right time.
That's my wheelhouse. But when you get to talking about coding,
technical,
SQL, it's very basic.
Very.
So she said that and I was just kind of all right, let's schedule it. So it was scheduled for Friday at 2:00. So the whole time leading up to it, I'm I just really don't want to take this interview. I'm intimidated. I don't want to take this interview. I don't want to waste their time. I don't want them to waste my time. I don't want to get on this call and look crazy because I don't just know. So Friday morning, I woke up, I worked out at 5:30 in the morning. Mm-hmm. So I had showered. I'm just lounging around in my robe all day. And I'm I should just cancel. Then someone told me just get up.
Yeah.
Get up. And I'm all right, God, I'm going to get up because I don't want you to be thinking I'm
ungrateful.
I'm taking this for granted, right? Entitled, you know. I kid you not. I ain't started getting ready till 1:34.
What time was the interview?
2:00. I wasn't in it. And literally, I'm okay. The only thing I did was put on a bra and put on my interview shirt. Lord. The interview shirt sits on the back of the office chair.
Was it panties? Was it shorts? How far did we go? Nothing at all.
I put a bra on and my interview shirt. Let me tell you why. People
gonna you let that little thing out.
My granny said when you in the house, you don't supposed to wear panties.
Okay.
You gotta let your lady purse breathe.
Breathe.
Let me tell you, I have little hand towels that I put on the seat of my chair and I switch it out because I don't like wearing drawers in the house. So if I gotta sit at my desk, 9 times out of 10, I don't have any underwear. So I log on. I got about 6 minutes to spare. I jump on. It's a Teams call. So I check my audio, video. Everything is working.
Everything is working
Perfectly.
5-6 minutes before.
I did the test. I did a test call and everything. Yeah.
Oh, wow. You a real one. I ain't never did that little test thing.
Yeah, only because my personal computer acts funny on Teams.
True.
And I prefer Zoom anyway. But anyways, so now it's like, you have to wait till they let you in, whoever is the host. So they let me in. I don't have no audio. I'm like, oh my God, what is this?
After it was working and you tested it.
So now I'm like, I knew I shouldn't have did this. This is stupid. So they put in a little chat, hey, log out and log back in. I log out. Now my computer is super slow. Like, I'm like, this is crazy. So about another minute or so, I'm able to log back in. And the recruiter was like, okay, well, now that she's on, I'm going to drop off. So the recruiter dropped off and it was 2 people, a lady and a man. A lady and a man. The lady never turned on, for the whole interview, nobody had on their camera. I'm like, well, should I turn my camera off? I was like, forget it. I'm going to keep it on.
Right.
The interview was supposed to be 30 minutes. When I say maybe 15 minutes, when we was done, every question, so I went over it was a very high level review of my resume because again, the recruiter reached out to me. So she just seen my very detailed, but general resume for this particular field. So, when you're reaching out to a job, you're going to customize it to mirror what they looking for.
As you should.
Right. So this one was a very general, it was detailed, but it was very general. So I'm going over that high level. And then she could ask me questions. I was like, hold on. No, I know that.
Don't feel good?
Well, girl, I know that too.
Okay.
Let me give you an example of this. Because I know this too.
Okay.
Well, okay, let me hit you with a little boom boom and tell you about this.
Did that answer your question?
I was like, because I have experience with that as well.
Correct.
Every question that woman asked me, not only was I familiar with it, like I had experience with it or whatever. So
and actually knew how to answer it.
Literally.
Yep.
So at the end, she asked the guy, because he didn't say anything, do you have any questions for us? So he got back on the camera and, he got on the camera. He was like, well, do you have any system build experience? So when you hear system build, I'm like, here go this technical stuff. Yeah. I knew it was too good to be true. So before I was like, well, I really don't have, and before I can finish, she was like, no. She just explained it. She said, she mentioned X, Y, and Z.
She jumped in for you?
Yes. And he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And she was like, no, that's fine. I was like, okay, maybe maybe the verbiage was a little different. I didn't quite understand your question, but yeah, I definitely have experience.
Right.
Paid it off.
Right.
Hung up the phone. That's when I text you and Deb. It was like, y'all, look.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's when I text y'all. As I'm texting y'all, so maybe 10 minutes after I got out the interview, the recruiter called me. And she said, I just got an email from the people I interviewed with. They absolutely love you. They love you. They think you will be a good fit for 1 or 2 roles with the client. And I was like, oh, okay. She was like, so yeah, what's your salary requirement or your range? So I give her my range. I'm pretty sure our range is around the same.
Right.
She said, okay, let's go ahead and bump it up a little bit. I said, okay, I trust you. She was like, we're going to give them this range. And if they come back, that's fine. Because even if they come back and they say they can't meet this salary requirement, they're going to meet you above the top of your original range.
There it is.
I said, oh, okay.
There it is.
She was like, so I'm going to send this over. I probably won't hear anything today, but I'll get back with you next week. And even if they say, hey, we can't meet this salary range and we're going to move forward, or even if they come back and they want to do a lower number, whatever the case is, I was just like, all right, God, I see you.
Yeah.
I see you.
That was the whole thing.
Yeah, even if it don't work out, God, I see you. Okay. When you say move, I see you. And again, even before this season, like we never shied away from like talking about God and blessings or whatever. But in this season in particular, it's like, okay.
You asked for opportunity. You begged for opportunity. You cried for opportunity. You wanted this opportunity.
Yeah.
And now that I've given you this opportunity, you mean
what you gonna do with it?
You're gonna just throw it away?
Cause now you playing with me.
Cause now you playing with me.
Yeah.
Let me go on to the next person and I'm gonna come back to you.
Cause you still not ready
You're
yet.
not ready.
You ain't learned what you were supposed to learn yet. So then yesterday, so that was Friday yesterday, I woke up, I FaceTime Bree. Hey, because me and Bree been talking about a seafood bag. Let's go get something to eat.
Right.
Within like a 10-minute conversation, me and Bree agreed on a time. We agreed on a place, and we also canceled and rescheduled. We weren't feeling it. We just weren't feeling it.
Okay.
Just weren't in the mood. Cool. Then I call the nail place because I go get my nails and my feet done at 2 different places.
Okay.
I'm about to get a pedicure. Let me call my girl, make sure she working today. She don't work here no more. Oh no. Well, where she go? They don't like telling you.
Because I still don't know what Cindy is.
My world is over now.
Shambles.
Literally.
Okay.
I was already feeling away.
This some new shit. You told me none of this. I'm kind of
that's
on my edge.
Yeah,
Okay.
My world is in shambles. That's why I text the group chat like, hey, y'all, I'm stressed. Can somebody, like, y'all want to go day drinking?
I didn't see that.
Because you will never get your phone. You need to work better.
Yeah.
Nobody responded.
Really?
No. So then I went back and I was like, well, damn, if y'all hate me, just say that.
Uh-huh.
So then, TC was like, sis, I'm in Florida, but if I wasn't, I'll come. I was like, okay.
If you gonna haul my baby with her.
Yeah, because Jay gonna be there kicking it with us. And so then people start responding. But now, at this point, I know it's first world problems. I am laying in the middle of my bed in a fetal position.
But they're coming back to back to back.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, forget it. I'm just gonna get up. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go. So I go, and I was like, look, whoever does work close to, like, as close as Vicky's work, that's what I'm gonna get. That's who, like, sit me with her. She did an amazing job. I told her what I wanted one time. Amazing. I'm gonna go back to her one more time to make sure this one a fluke.
Because sometimes the first time, they act like they don't be remembering you, but the first time they'll go crazy. Then you come back, and now
killed this pedicure.
They ain't got time.
I'm very particular about the shape of my nails. She killed it.
Okay.
That was the highlight of my day. But when I say yesterday, I was in such a funk.
Really?
And here's the thing. It was like a controlled spiral. No, not even a controlled spiral. It was more of I was aware that I was spiraling. I couldn't tell you what triggered it, nor could I tell you how I could stop it. Like, that's why I ain't really talked to nobody. I talked to Bree that morning, and then I talked to Lyd. The only two people I talked to on the phone. I'm like, I'm going to ruin somebody's day. And I'm not going to try to hide it. I'm not going to try to fake it. I will fall out with whoever I talked to on the phone today.
Yeah.
So then
I should have called you.
Girl, we would have
just to piss you off. I would have said, hey.
And I would have been like, I was ready. And so, and not even to keep dragging it out, but I was like, me and my homeboy was messing, and I was telling him like I haven't felt this way in a long time, and I don't know how to stop it. Like, I don't know. And then I'm like, well, maybe I'm PMSing. And he was like, no, maybe it's this, or maybe you should get some rest. You need a reset. Like, he's giving me options. He like, well, you probably ain't got over this. And I was, in that moment, I appreciated it. But now looking back on it, like just reflecting on it today, I was like, I really appreciate it because I felt heard. Yeah. And he didn't minimize how I felt. He didn't say I was tripping or I was crazy. And he didn't let me minimize how I felt. Yep. Cause I'm like, well, maybe I'm PMS. And he like, no. So I said, he was at the Browns game because he's a diehard Browns fan for whatever reason. So I sent him a message like,
something you don't know anything about.
Oh, wait a minute.
Browns loyalty.
Okay. Nope. Go Chiefs. So I was like, I just want to thank you again for like validating my feelings, not brushing it off, not minimizing it.
And not allowing me to.
And like that means a lot because so often we don't get her like, and then I'm talking to Lyd and I'm like, she like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I don't know, but I don't know. Like, I don't know.
I've been there.
Like, I don't know what triggered this. I don't know how to stop it. So we talking through it. And I'm just like, I just literally just want to fight. Like, I just want to fight. Like, I just want to, whatever is in me, I want to fight. So I was like, okay, I got off the phone with her and I was like, God, look, don't let this consume me. I want to sleep tonight. Yep. I don't want to toss and turn. Yep. I don't want to lose sleep over this. I want to sleep tonight. I went to bed. I woke up at 4 this morning. And normally when I wake up, I'm up. I can't go back to sleep. And then I wait till like 6 or 7 when I think you up and I'll call you. I looked at my phone. It was like 4 something. I put my phone back down. I didn't wake up until 11. I got up. Said, let me do Bedside Baptist. Went on YouTube. I went to the Word Church back in Cleveland with Pastor R.A. Vernon.
Everything you needed. Everything you needed.
Let me tell you something.
How you feeling now?
It brought everything full circle.
Everything.
He talked about 1 Chronicles chapter 4, verse 10. He was talking about Jabaz or whatever. And he was like, he had 4 requests for God. The first one was to increase my territory. He wasn't talking about square footage. Give me more responsibility. But while you giving me more, continue to make me more of who I need to be for this responsibility.
Right.
The second request was keep your hand on me. Whatever you do, don't take your hand off me. And then, Pastor Vernon used the example, like even when God was whooping me, he still had his hand on me or whatever. You want us to keep on. Even when he was whooping me, he had his hand on me. I was like, okay. Now I'm feeling the emotions now.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm sitting on the couch. I'm ready. The third one was protect me from evil. And not just necessarily the external evil, but he used the example like protect me from my evil attitude. Protect me from my evil tongue when I'm mad and when I'm upset and when I'm frustrated. And then the fourth request was, and this one I lost it. God, give me a season of happiness. Girl, I'm crying, sit on the couch, snots and boogers. Titties just doing their own thing.
That's the beauty of Bedside Baptist. When they say come as you are, that's a whole nother. Because I want you to come with the pain. I want you to come with the hurt. I want you to come with the frustration. I want you to come with them sorry ass titties. I want you to just come how you are. And let us take care of the rest.
It was so beautiful because this was the first part of a 3 or 4 week sermon talking about win. Because he like, I don't want winners. I want winners around me. Mm-hmm. You got to have a winning mentality. He also used the example, like, you got to have that dog in you. You don't necessarily got to be winning right now, but you can't have the loser mentality. Then he was like, well, the Browns about to play, so I'm about to bring it home. He like, you about to shout. He was like, so after he asked for these 4 things, he was like, and then the word tells us God grants him his request. I lost it. Lost it. And I was like, not even in this season that I'm in. I think like this whole year has been a year of just like relearning things that I knew, but was kind of like not living up to it or living by it. And so I was just like, all right. Okay. And after his request, God granted his request. And I know like in this season,
your request is going to be granted.
Yeah.
God is going to grant your request.
That was the peace I needed.
Oh.
That was the peace I needed. I was
the
like,
pit,
okay.
The peak, the full circle moments, everything.
The everything. Yeah. So this next season that I'm about to step into, like I have a clear vision. I have a clear vision on what I want and what I need to do mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, romantically, within my family. I was so confused about so much all year. Literally, I was confused this year. And that's because I was moving too fast and not really paying attention to what's what.
And the crazy part about it is you asked for what you asked for. You got what you asked for. Yeah. So it's like, how can I be confused if I'm praying for God? I don't know if I really want this job. I don't this, I don't that. If I'm praying for God, I don't know what to do with Papa. I don't. And so when you're given all the things that you're praying for,
come on,
and you still left confused, it's like, well, dang, what did I do? And I think a part of that is you were telling God that I don't know. And instead of just asking for what you either really want or telling him to lead the way. So then when he answered, cause he trying to discern like, okay, I don't know what she wants, but I know what she needs.
I gave her this out. She ain't take it.
Okay.
So maybe she
that's not really,
maybe this ain't what she praying and what she want.
Yeah. Cause you gotta be careful what you pray for. So let me give her this.
Okay. She ain't take the bait on that. All right. Let me rip it from her. Okay.
Rip the Band-Aid.
Yeah.
Now you confused because because again, you're not asking for what you really need or want. You don't know what it is that you really want. And, you're not letting him lead the way. So now that he say, let me take control, you're confused because it's like,
hold on.
I thought I was in control.
Yeah.
Now you got a problem.
I said, God, I need love.
You
need love? You want love?
Yeah.
Okay. How? When you still dealing with this nigga?
Okay.
I gave you so many outs.
And you keep going back in.
And you keep, I keep pulling you from what's okay. You keep going.
And you are very comfortable with your emotions. You are very comfortable with your words while you don't need to be here, but you keep going back. That's not the daughter I raised.
No.
So
you're miserable with this job.
Let me rip it.
But you ain't doing nothing.
Rip it.
What you expect me to do?
If
you ain't filled out not one application, you can't be that miserable.
Okay.
But you gonna stop talking my ear off about how miserable you are and you ain't doing what you need to do. You comfortable in that misery. So let me go ahead. Let me snatch that up out of you.
He called me and was like, you don't let her keep talking to you about that. And I was like, Lord, right.
My God didn't say that to you.
You don't know what he did. You don't know what he did for me.
He don't really gossip like that.
He didn't have to gossip. He called me and had a conversation with me. He said, listen, baby, I know you next to one. I'm next to him. He said, I put that power on you. I know.
If it's like one A, you one B?
Okay.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
So now he's like, let me,
Yeah.
but I'll bear that burden. Don't you worry about it. So, it's nothing though. It's nothing to it. I just,
Heavy is the head
that wears
the crown.
Okay.
Girl, I almost cut you out, but we talking about God. But yeah, so that was my week. My week was like, it was like revelation. Like, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I sent you the life raft. Jump on it.
Yeah.
It don't got to be this big fancy boat. It don't got to be the helicopter. It don't got to be this. It don't got to look how you want it to look.
For sure.
I've literally answered your prayers this whole year, but it took for me to do something drastic in every area of your life to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Quit playing with me.
I don't really know how I'm gonna follow up.
Yeah, baby, I'm really a hard act to follow.
But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna get in there.
Go ahead, Fran. Fran, how was your week? What was the pick of your week?
I have had a pretty awesome week.
Mm-hmm.
I have had a pretty awesome week. I've had a few ups, few downs, few highs, few lows, and I'm gonna jump right into them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first and foremost, I got a job.
Boo, 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 boo.
And the crowd goes, wow. So I've been kind of slowly doing like a little slow rollout phase out to say, hey, guys, I got a job. I got this, I got that. And everybody's like, well, how do you feel? And so at first I was like, I feel good. I got a job.
Yeah.
Got a job.
Yeah.
But then kind of got sucker punched by the Lord himself. Because he like, okay, that's how you going to do when I give you this opportunity that you've been crying for, praying for, frustrated for.
Yeah.
Now I'm giving you this opportunity and that's how you going to do me. So I quickly had to change like how I'm talking about the blessing that he's given me.
Yeah.
I quickly had to figure out, that not everybody is given the same opportunity. So how dare I take it for granted? How dare I kind of be light about, because if I can praise him, I can praise all the blessings that he's given me.
Come on.
So I definitely now it's like, you got a job. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm like, Toy, I'm going to be the best employee I can be. I'm going to go on that job and I'm going to show up and I'm going to show out.
Yeah.
So I went to church today and I was so happy that I went because I went to the 9 a.m. service.
Okay.
And in that service, we're talking about spiritual warfare. How praying is spiritual warfare. Like you don't go into prayer without going into battle. Whatever it is that you're asking for, you better know that you're praying for it and you're praying that the enemy don't come take it. And so prayer is not just, it can be, Lord, thank you so much for this, that, and the third, but you're really going into battle. And so what they talked about today was the ways that you actually pray and the 5 steps in which you do it. It was 2 that really stood out the most. One is that one of the ones that I really love was that you don't go into battle alone. You don't go into any battle that God isn't already fighting with you. If God is not in this battle, that is not your battle to fight.
Come on.
So I was like, okay, I get it. I'm starting to understand it now because it's like a lot of the things that I took on. I remember we talked about in an earlier episode about, I feel like I'm losing control. I feel like I don't really have it all together. I don't have all the pieces together. And it's just because I was fighting a battle alone without his discretion or without him being by my side.
You was fighting a battle that you weren't even supposed to fight.
I wasn't supposed to be fighting it.
Yeah.
So that's how I know I wasn't supposed to be fighting because I was fighting it alone. That's why I'm up here in turmoil. That's why I'm out here, trying to figure it out because it's like, what I'm supposed to do, what weapon I'm supposed to pick up, like what?
God, not only is these weapons forming, they prospering, big dog. What we doing?
What we doing?
Yeah.
What we doing?
What we doing?
So that one was like, okay, yeah, I get it now. I get it. You can't show up to every battle that you're invited to. Yeah. So just don't. And then of the 5, the second thing that really stood out. Hold on. Excuse me. The second thing that really stood out was, you cannot be a coward when it comes to praying and when it comes to showing up for battle. Because even if you don't get killed, that fear and that scaredness in you could get somebody else killed. Ooh. So baby, you should have seen my notes and my hands get to rain when he said that. He said, and the whole gist of it was, fear and faith can't exist in the same space. So if you are going to believe that he is going to take all of your battles for you and that he's going to fight them with you, then you have to believe that. You cannot be scared because when you scared, again, you might not get hurt, but You might get somebody else knocked off. So you cannot show up to battle scared. And the way that you do that is ensuring that you are ready for the spiritual warfare. So that it was a lot this week. I've had a lot of ups, and I think it wasn't. I like how you had a full circle moment, 360, but for me, it was more like it was just validation. It was confirmation that I'm on the right path. I've already increased my prayer and all that, just this week alone. I've had so many people just reach out and just check on me this week. I don't know. I feel like maybe more now than ever. And I don't know what it is. And I've had a constant, steady stream of people just acknowledging, okay, I don't have a job. Do you need anything? What can I help with? Hey, here's this, here's that. So I'm not taking any of that for granted. But this week alone, it's just been a lot of positivity. And like people, are ready to hear the news, ready to hear me get to the other end of that. And so just hearing the sermon today, like I said, it was just confirmation. It was validation. It was like, you're in the right space at the right time. Yeah. When they say, he may not come when you call, but he always on time. Always. Like, this is the moment and this is the time. So I have to be happy that I got a job. I am happy that I got a job. Obviously, we've been talking about it for months now. 9 months for me to be exact. Yeah. That was that's honestly my peak. I really don't have any picks. Yeah. Yesterday, I helped out. So yesterday I celebrated another pastor that I know. They were giving out the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest honor of the U.S. and the land or whatever. So they were giving those out to deserving preachers, bishops, etc.
I might get that next year because I am a reverend.
Oh,
go ahead.
Hey.
Legally in the state of Georgia. So.
Okay. No, okay, cool. Okay, that's fine. So they was giving that out. So I celebrated him, and then right after that, I went to support Cabo. So she did a pop-up shop out in Stockbridge. It was some festival or fest that they had out there. And so sales went really, really well. Nice. Made a lot of connections. Nice. Which is crazy. Of course, she's telling everybody, she don't meet no strangers. I done found out when I tell you I done found these people business out.
I don't know why people, knowing you, but like I get it, but I don't know why strangers feel so comfortable telling you their life story. That's still the crazy, almost 7 years later of knowing you. That's the craziest thing. I cannot wrap my head around it. Why, like after a 5-minute conversation, they're literally telling you their deepest, darkest secrets.
No. When deepest. Yeah. This one lady yesterday, deepest.
It's like, ma'am, I'm not supposed to know your husband burnt you.
Deepest.
I'm not.
It was deeper than that.
You see what I'm saying?
The other lady.
Yeah.
The third lady. We was having a good time though.
Yeah, because you entertain it. You have a very welcoming spirit. I don't think, my spirit is not as welcoming as yours. Like at all. Like you gotta, I gotta warm up to people. You come hot and ready.
I don't know. They told me some things and we talked about it. I got some therapist recommendations.
You gonna do therapy? Try?
Yeah, I was gonna do it as soon as I got a job.
I know that's right.
I was never not gonna do it.
Therapy is amazing. Income. Yeah, therapy is amazing.
So I got the recommendations there, but all in all, it was a really good day. Yeah. This week was good. And now it's ramping up to go back to work. I'm excited.
So you gotta go to work.
I gotta go to work. Still gonna call me today talking about
you get to go to work. The pastor said, don't say like, I gotta go to work or I gotta do this. You get to go to work.
Yeah. That's crazy because they talked about that a little bit today too.
You get to go to work. You get to turn the lights on your house. You get to do this.
Literally was part of the sermon today. You get to host
an amazing podcast with the one and only Isha. You're welcome. Okay, sorry. I can run a wet dream, huh?
I just feel like,
That's my bad.
Whoops. But yeah, I just feel like, this was a really, really stellar week.
It really was.
Super excited for tomorrow.
Yeah, I really feel like refreshed.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday, that spiral, I was spiraling, dog.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it. I couldn't control it. I don't know what triggered it. But I was like,
I've been in that space though. I've been in a place where it's like, I don't know what's bothering me, but something is bothering me. My attitude is not conducive for any conversation today.
literally.
I don't know why the things that you do every single day that I've been, let's say you, for example, for 7 years, I've been knowing you and you've been the same consistent person, but today you are irritating me. It's not you because you have remained the same. I'm the one that's in a different
literally
space.
what I was on.
So it's like, and it's very hard to, as self-aware as we are, it's very hard to really just acknowledge that in that moment. All you can say, and so I've gotten to a place where I'm just like, I don't know what's bothering me. Just leave me alone.
Yeah.
I'll go without picking up the phone.
Yep.
I appreciate all of y'all for your concerns, reaching out. You can call me funny acting tomorrow, but today I need time because I promise you, you don't want to talk to me today.
I was on the warpath.
Yeah.
And all I kept saying was like, I know I'm spiraling, but I don't know what triggered it, and I don't know how to stop it.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I talked to Lyd, and again, don't nobody know love like I love.
Mm-hmm.
I'm love. I can live.
I know what.
Yeah. I mean, your love probably cool. But I'm loved so much that I literally I live in love. Like I'm loved, but I knew that even though I got people that hold me accountable, everybody hold me accountable. You hold me accountable. Literally everybody in my life hold me accountable. I don't have nobody in my life. It's my core that don't hold me accountable. My theatrics don't bother her. It don't bother y'all either. But Lyd has a way of like cutting through. And I needed whatever I was supposed to get. I needed somebody to just be like, hey, bitch,
get it together.
Snap out of it.
Yeah.
While also being that listening ear. While also validating how I feel. But you got to get it together. Mm-hmm. You got to get it together.
We all have our one people. It's our village.
Yeah.
We literally have our village, and it takes a village to continue day in and day out to operate at the highest standard, at the highest level. Like your pastor said, I don't want to be surrounded by losers. I really just want to be surrounded by winners.
You gotta have that. I don't want to. If you don't got that dog in you, I don't want you
around.
I don't want you.
And that oh Lord, that dog in you. I can't be around folks that's complacent or okay with me just sitting around moping. Mm-hmm. I can't be around people that's okay with me being a loser. Mm-hmm. And me being a loser could be me snapping at somebody for no reason and having no remorse behind it or not apologizing. Hell, today, Kevo came to the house and she turned my kitchen sink off, and I was like, don't turn my water off. Literally like 5 minutes later, I was like, Kevo, I don't even know why I snapped at you. I think something triggered me. And I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. And she was like, it's okay, cousin. She wasn't wondering anything, but I was like, I can't. But I could tell like from her reaction and the conversation where it was going that she was about to hold me accountable for just snapping for no reason. Mm-hmm. I don't want you around if you can't point out that I just snapped at you for no absolute reason at all, and you're not comfortable to be like, yeah, what's wrong with you?
Hey,
you tripping?
What's going on?
You tripping?
Yeah. Speaking of village, I know like I have an amazing village. Like I always say, my friends near and far. You know, when I've been blessed, so like favor ain't fair because I have an amazing support system back home, and then I moved down here, and then I meet y'all, and I feel like I have an amazing support system down here.
Right.
But Lyd gonna give it. Lyd, don't nobody give it to me how Lyd give it to me.
Yeah.
And I don't tiptoe around me. Mm-hmm. Hold me to the fire. Mm-hmm. Because again, we spoke on this before. You don't love me if you don't hold me to the fire. Mm-hmm. You don't love me if you don't hold me accountable. Mm-hmm. And I'm not putting my accountability on you because again, we're very self-aware. Mm-hmm. But what is wrong with you?
Mm-hmm. The thing with it too, I've been in spaces where it feels like, you know how like that morph and it's just like stuff just going. It's like sound is traveling. And I know it sounds crazy, but it's like sound is traveling. And then there's some people, Brittany, for example, who she can have all these things going on. It's like it's so noisy. But when it's time for me to vent and when it's time for me to like tell my story and it's time for her to listen, it's like all the noise stops. She has a way to put an end to like all the chaos
Yes.
And then give it to me raw.
Yes.
I can't explain it, and I don't know if you can resonate like with that with being lit, because not to say, and I know you're not pitting nobody against each other, but it's some people that provide that quiet and that safe space because of you and the space that you've created. I'm able to like actually receive what you're saying in its rawest form.
Yeah.
I don't know if it makes sense.
No, it makes sense. And that's one thing, like, me and Lyd, and again, I have some amazing friends, right? And they all have created safe spaces for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can go Tia, Bo, Missy, you. Like, I can go down the list. When I say I'm blessed and I am loved for real, but me and Lyd, I don't know if because me and Lyd are so much alike, but Lyd, the safe space that we have created with each other, there is no shame. There's no embarrassment. There is nothing that Lyd don't know about me, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I know that literally when we was talking, and Lyd, again, she's married with 2 kids. Okay? He gets busy.
I love that little boy. Oh, he's such a little boy, true at heart.
He'll be 3 this month.
Oh.
And for like about the last year, we haven't beefed. His first like year and a half of his life, it was rough. We did not see eye to eye at all.
Yeah.
I wear this for him.
Yeah.
You know, he was recently diagnosed with autism. Yeah. But yeah, he's doing amazing. But you know, regardless of what she got going on, she gonna make time for me. She gonna make space for me.
And I guess that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Regardless of what's going on in full life, it just feels like everything stops.
She gonna make space for me.
And it's not that anybody else don't give it to me raw, like how you said. It's not that I can't call TT on my worst day. It's not that I can't pick up the phone and call Kavo or Tim, Court, Tilja. It ain't that I can't call these people. It's just that certain people, and Brittany specifically, just everything stopped. Her issues, my issues, everything stopped. And now it's time to get down to like business for real. We actually having I guess it's another peak that I'm looking forward to. We're having what we call a Put It on the Flow session. Their last, so y'all know, well, mentioned it earlier, but Brittany has her podcast, her and Tilja Auntie Talk. And so they just released the episode called Put It on the Flow. We had a Put It on the Flow session a while back, and we're about to have another one. And this is just where you come and you just put everything out there. And then we bounce off of each other. We encourage each other. We tell each other, hold each other accountable and stuff like that. So I'm really super, super looking forward to that. And I'm going to be able to talk to that peak when it comes. But that's without having a structured setting, I know that I can put it on the floor at any given time. With her.
And again, I don't want to minimize the roles and how people show up for me, because I cannot stress this enough. People don't know love like
just
I
know that
love.
I don't take it personal, and I don't think anybody in your circle take it personal, because you're very, 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 very articulate on how you are loved and how people love you.
Yeah, I'm loved.
But sometimes you just have that person.
Lyd is, and like not too long ago, again, Lyd is at the time she was like working 2 jobs. She's a wife. She's a mother. Prince is playing sports basketball, so they had AAU. Then he joined another league. Then he got his personal trainer.
Boy mom.
King. First of all, he's a 2-year-old again, but then you add the layer that he's on the spectrum. So now, her and B has done an amazing job with like being proactive and getting them the, occupational therapy, speech therapy. So now, she's going to this doctor. She's going to
stuff that he needs.
Lyd is tapped out, and me and Lyd talk every day. And she just not so long ago, she was like, I need to do better. I need to do better with reaching out to you. And it didn't even dawn on me, because I still talk to you every day. But it was like, okay, I was initiating the conversations, but you still picked up, so I'm not tripping off of it. And I was like, all right. She was like, I know I need to do better. I need to do better. And that little bit, like, you don't even know.
Girl,
you don't even know.
When I look at you, I don't even think that you have time to do better. You're doing the best that you can, and your best is far greater than a lot of other people.
And the time that you spend, me and Lyd talk multiple times throughout the day. The time that you spend on the phone with me, you could be using this for you.
So to give you more,
you putting me above you. You get, and for you to, you know what I mean? Like, so when I say, like, I can dump on Lyd, and we good. And she gonna give it to me straight. And I think that's the most important thing with having a village. Like, without it, you gonna crumble. And not even in the hard times, like the good times too, because my my village has always been there for the milestone, for the good too. It ain't just the bad. I don't lean on them for just the bad times, like the good times too. The celebrations, those amazing milestones, those accomplishments. It's something that I do not take for granted. I know we talk about it all the time, like having that village and having that support system. I truly, truly pray that those who have not experienced that or lost it, I hope they get it
before it's their end.
Yeah.
I feel like we do like a series, like we did single fatherhood and what it is, and before that it was oh my God, it won't come to me. The episode before single fatherhood. Anyways, now it's the village. Our hood, repping our hood, repping our hood, and we talked about the community and how the community can come together. It's like fast forward. I know we don't have necessarily that community. I know we talked about the community not as strong, but my inner circle and my inner, friends, it still feels like the grandest of communities out there. Yeah. And because I have friends that specialize in so many different things, I don't necessarily go to this friend to hear yes and this friend to hear when this person say no. Right. But I know that there are certain people that I can go to and lean to when I need to be expressive or when I need to vent a certain type of way. And so I'm just really blessed to have like everybody play a role. Yeah. And just play it well.
And they perfect their role.
It's like, I thought can't nobody be perfect, but how you perfect?
My friends can't do y'all can't do no wrong to me. Not in my eyes.
No, y'all can do some wrong to me. You act like I did wrong when I bring you that chicken today.
Because here's the thing.
But I thought you said I can't do no wrong.
No, you be fucking up. Because here is the thing. I called you earlier. We talked about this. Make sure you bring the chicken. Where the chicken at?
In my freezer.
You see what I'm saying?
In my freezer.
He was a dirty dog.
I told you to remind me.
I thought you was talking to Kavo when we was hanging up. You was too busy trying to convince me that I need this bamboo 2-foot broom that you was using.
You like that?
No.
Kavo started to like it.
You said it. If Kavo asked you to get her a broom like that, I'm gone. Dog Kavo.
You gonna want
one? No.
Why not?
Cause
have you ever seen, you seen it in action, right? Like at the nail shop and stuff?
Yeah, I don't want that kind of broom. I have a broom and I have the Swifter with the dust thing.
I got Bona and all that good stuff.
Cause you just take the pad off and then you throw it away and then you put on the wet pad.
You gotta go and purchase things. It's a problem.
It's a one-stop shop, baby.
It's just a one-stop shop. That's the problem.
Okay, so, speaking of villages, and I'm like, they tired of talking about, villages. I don't care, because let me tell you something. What I'm going to do is,
if I don't do it next week, but this week, y'all got to bear with us.
What I'm going to always do is give my people their flowers.
Every single time.
However that look.
There you go.
Speaking of flowers and villages, it's October 1st, Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Shout out to all of the people who kicked cancer's ass.
And still
the people who's currently kicking cancer's ass and those who did not go down without a fight.
Hello.
Especially my auntie Sheila, who has been in remission for years.
Ain't gonna stay that way.
Hello. Okay. From your mouth to God's ears. And to my best girl, Bo. She got diagnosed in April of this year at the age of 34. Yep. She was in remission in May.
Had a double
mastectomy. Yep, had a double mastectomy. She went to her first breast cancer walk yesterday.
Girl, that little tutu.
Girl. She was so excited.
I'm going to go to one later this month. I think it might be the 26th.
Yeah.
The big one that Atlanta has. And then I'm going to go to a smaller one over by my side of town.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to everyone who's been impacted by breast cancer.
Family, friends,
loved one. Because now that my friend is in remission, it was like, I was nervous. Because on top of that, she had those other medical issues. So I just knew God, you can't, this can't be the ending to our story. Like you can't take this girl away from me. I'm not about to write my friend obituary. I'm not doing it. And so God heard all of our prayers and he made it happen. So I'm excited.
That's good.
Yes. So
is she gonna do like a host of step class?
She is. she became a certified step. Yes. So this month they're doing a step class, and everybody's gonna wear pink and just to shine more light on this horrible.
Do you know the gym and stuff?
Yep.
Okay, for all the Cleveland watchers.
Yeah, okay, but don't put me on the spot like that. Y'all follow her. Follow her at your favorite auntie. Her instructor Instagram is like, just follow her at your favorite auntie. Yeah,
YA favorite AUNTY.
Yeah, and then from there you can find her business page.
It won't come to me.
It's like extreme auntie
step or something.
Oh, that's bad.
No, it ain't.
That's bad.
No, it ain't.
Oh, I suck.
No, you don't.
Oh, sorry, Bo.
And that.
Okay. But again, speaking of villages, and I guess kind of to piggyback, we had that time to piggyback. Last week we was talking to Reg about like being a single father and being a part of his village. If he'll let us, I'll just play. Do you feel like, because not everybody in your core group have children, but for the ones that do, or the children do you feel you're obligated to be a part of their village, or is it something that just comes natural to you?
It comes natural. So even though Reg don't want me to keep his kids, everybody else do, and I have a problem with that too. More people need to be like Reg.
Or maybe Reg knows something they don't know.
No, the kids love me and I love the kids. But no, I do feel like there's a sense of obligation, and I don't. That might be too much of a I don't even know the word I'm looking for. I might be placing that honor on me. I don't know the word I'm looking for, but I personally feel like there is a sense of obligation. And one thing I love about my village and my aunties and brother and friends who have kids, they allow me to intervene when I need to. I have never been questioned about the tone that I use with any of their kids, about what I'm telling their kids. I've never ever been questioned about that.
Yeah.
And because they know it's coming from a pure, genuine place.
For sure.
You jumping on that couch? Stop jumping on that couch. Get down. And I'm not waiting for the parents to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all got to fight me, and that's okay. We'll tussle. But I'm not necessarily waiting for the parents to say something. And it's not that their kids are unruly, disrespectful, or anything. But they've given me this space to be able to intervene and make sure that I'm okay and comfortable with talking to their kids. And the beauty about it is, because they give me that space and they see me and how I interact with them when I'm in front of their face, then they know that I'm gonna take care of their kids when they're not around. So I'm appreciative of it, but I do feel like there's an obligation. We far too often we're asking, can I? And it's like, if you see something that needs to get done, make it happen, especially when it comes to these kids.
No.
Do you? Yeah.
For sure. I don't. And I obligated, maybe that wasn't the best word, because when you think of obligation, sometimes you think of it as like a chore or doing something you don't want to necessarily do, but it got to get done. It's my highest honor,
right,
to be not only the auntie to my biological nieces and nephews, but to have my friends' kids and have them as my own as well. And I know, and again, like, if I got to correct a behavior, I'm going to correct the behavior.
Right.
Whether mom or dad is present or not.
Or
And they know that about me. I absolutely do not like adults.
I like dogs more than I like adults sometimes.
Yeah, I don't like adults. I love kids.
They so innocent.
And personalities and all of that. I let harm come to an adult before I ever let harm come to a kid. I ain't gonna hold you.
It is what it is.
Yeah. So it's an honor. It's my highest honor to be able to be considered a part of somebody's village, especially a child's village.
Yeah.
And it's not one that I take lightly. And like you said, it's not just showing up for the special moments. It's the ugly moments too. All right, well, what's going on? What you need? Or just the random, all right, boom, I sent something. And even when I send stuff in the mail, I put it in the kid's name. Don't open a package. It ain't for you.
That's what I told Titi one time. Yeah, I'm gonna send you this money. Make sure it makes to my baby account. Yeah. She's very good at that.
Yeah.
Titi has a running list of people that's ever donated anything to Jade, not for her or to, just for the people, but to give to Jade when she gets older. To show you, these are the people that looked out for you. And I thought that was just the sweetest thing ever. And she's like, I'm gonna give it to her when she gets older and she can recognize it. But yeah, I give my stuff to my baby.
Yeah.
It's not for you.
For Prince's birthday, he turned 13 and Lid and B doing this, they kicked it. Them kids, once Lid parents left and they realized the DJ is playing the unedited version and they can cuss and we weren't tripping.
They did their thing.
What?
They did their thing?
What?
I seen them.
Yeah, I'm talking about, bitch, I'm big dude. I said, okay. Yeah, cause Prince kept on upping his knot on him.
Yeah.
Man, we sound like bad parents, son. We let them cuss. I mean, they take
No, because today I told, Tamora, I said, tell your daddy, say that shit to my face and go ahead and cuss.
Yeah.
She's my son. Auntie Kodie, say the shit.
To my face.
Shit.
Cause he ain't gonna do nothing to you.
He gonna do nothing to you. I got you.
I got you.
She said though.
And his car, I'm real bad with cash. And his car, I wrote in the car and I was like, and I cashed up your mama, so make sure she give it to you. Cause you ain't about to play with my baby money.
Don't do that.
No, and then I sent Lid, it was this post and it was like, point of view. You're raising your children to like call your best friend auntie. And I was like, thank you for my boy. She gonna say, yeah, no problem, but come get their ass.
See, I swear to you, Tiana had wrote for her baby Taylor. I forgot what it was, but I was
she's so cute.
Ain't she cute?
Did you see the video she posted the other day when she was doing her hair and that baby passed out?
This what I'm talking about.
I
was like, yeah, if you don't want to, I'll take it off your hands. She said, yeah, cool, but if you gotta get her, you gotta get all of them. Any opportunity she can get rid of them children, she be with it.
Gone.
And she has the most magnificent of children.
They gotta go.
She said, come and get them.
Package
deal.
Get
on her nerves.
Package deal.
Tiana was like, I ain't with this. Come, if you want her, that's cool. But first I thought she was going to be like, no, this my baby. You can't have her. Tiana said, yeah, you can get her, but make sure you get all of them too.
Get them.
Okay.
No, that's real. Okay. And I think being a part of a village, being a part of like the village is by extension, you got to be like a part of their kid's life. Right. And so they might not always tell you what they need, the parent, or they may not want to be a burden, even though they know you don't look at it as a burden. And I think like that's kind of where like knowing your people come in. Like, all right.
Obviously, it's not what you need, what your mama needs.
Yeah.
But if I can, not too long ago, I went to from my house, grabbed Nguzzy and was like, come on, let's go to the Italian night spot because we don't got time for this.
Yeah.
And when I came back, Ifam was like, thank you. It was just a simple thank you.
Yeah.
We were gone for all of 5-10 minutes.
Yep.
Got her and load something, but it was a thank you.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Nguzzy was like, can we go to the belt line? I'm like, yeah, we'll go this morning after I come from church. And they were going to go. They ended up going to church themselves. But if I can just even grab them for a second, because I know that they're not an inconvenience to you but anything where you can't move how you want to move is technically an inconvenience, right? We could just say for lack of better terms.
And then that's the thing. We're not going to skate around it.
No.
Because yes, you love your kids.
But
yes, your kids love you. But sometimes y'all need a break from each other.
Yeah.
And that's why I be telling people, like, when I tell people, oh, if you need anything, let me know, or my door is always up. I'm not just saying that to say that. Right. You don't have to have something planned for you to want to get these kids up off your hand.
No.
Bring them to me.
Because a lot of times if I ask you, what do you need? You got so much stuff going on in your head. 75 to 80% of it is because of the kids or what I got to do for the kids. I got to make lunch. I got to do this. I got to do that. So you really don't even know what you need. So let me take them off of your hands.
And you figure it out.
I got them. So when I come back, now you can tell me what you need.
Yeah. And maybe that was all they needed.
I promise you, baby. They coming back.
Yeah.
I'm going to drop them off.
No, yeah, they're not going to stay.
No. I promise you I'm going to bring you your kids
I'm
back.
at like a 2-day max. I did say, but things changed. So I'm going to have to push it back to next year. I'm going to get all my babies. All of them. And we're going to do like I'm going to take them to the cabin.
Oh, you on your own, sister. Don't call me.
Leah going to say, damn, do I got to go? If you want this little baby to go.
No, because y'all haven't been beefing for a whole year, so y'all might not beef again. He might be cool.
No, we ain't been beefing, but I don't know. He might turn 3 and get to acting funny.
You see what I'm saying?
I will beef with him again.
Yeah, because the terrible twos is one thing, but them threes be off the chain.
So, I wanted to do it next year, but I'm gonna do it. I wanted to do this year. I'm gonna do it next year. Then, like Nate, AJ's wife, when her son and it's so crazy because I got little cousins. AJ, my cousin, then his stepson David and his daughter Carter. The best kids ever. David FaceTimed me not too long ago, and he just was talking. Or something he randomly texts like, "All right, good night, Isha, I love you," and I'm just like, "Oh, I love this little boy so much,
so much."
He's just so stinking cute.
I love when a kid. Jay is infamous for saying, "Kodie, you okay, Kodie?" And I say, "Yeah, I'm okay, Jay." She said, "Okay, you need anything?"
Yeah.
And I say, "No, I'm good." She's like, "I love you. I love you too." And that's crazy. We talking about all we doing for them because of their innocence and their resilience and all of that. Yeah. I look up and am just inspired by kids. Yeah. And for you to say, "Hey, I love you," or just sometimes that's all I need.
When Jay see me, because you see Jay more than I do, but when she see me, she be so excited.
And she address you by name.
Hi, Ish.
Yeah.
Hi, Ish. Yeah. Hi, Ish. When I say, I would never get tired of that. So I guess I'm saying all that to say I have an amazing village and they support me, but my favorite village is them kids.
Is the kids.
Yeah.
Is them kids.
And
they don't even know how much they support us.
Yeah, woo.
Or what they really do for us.
When we can go. When David FaceTimed me the other day, AJ was in the background like, "Ish, you answer for him? You don't wake up this early." And I was like, I was kind of in a kind of funky mood, but we was on the phone for about 30 minutes and it was the best 30 minutes of my life. The best. Right. 30 minutes. He was just talking about any and everything. Phone going this way. He getting ready. He showing me how he take his asthma medicine and everything. And I was just laying in the bed smiling.
I wish you could have been at that festival. Yes, I had them kids out there rocking.
Oh, God.
That one of them was a little dancing diva. I don't know if you know about that. You know about Dancing Diva?
No.
Okay, well, it's a little group. It's a dance group or whatever, but they're really renowned. But Dancing Diva, she was out there, girl. I said, "Go ahead and do a little full out." She was like, "Okay, I'm gonna do a little something." So she did a little something. The other little kid, he was running full speed. And I was like, "Come on back here." He was running. Oh my God, they just be having so much fun. Like, life is just so easy for them.
And you just want to protect them.
And I have to.
Yeah.
So I don't know if obligated is too much of a term for me. Like, I'm comfortable with feeling that chore because I'll change the trajectory of that term any day. Yeah. Because I feel like I have to. Yeah. I have to.
If there's not a kid in my life that I will not go hard for.
Right.
Not one.
They be going hard as hell for me.
All the time. I'm about to cry.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of Not a Real Podcast. Let's get up out of here before each start crying. It's Young Cole.
I feel it.
It's coming.
It might be because I'm PMS. You know, Reggie don't like that.
Yeah.
I'm Isha. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Protect each other and them kids, y'all. That's it.
Yeah, and appreciate your village.
Bye.